Hey guys, welcome back to Crossfire Garage. We are back on this. We're going to see if we can get this thing to move today. It is, I don't know, 500 degrees out today and the sun isn't even popped all the way out yet. So we're going to try and do this fast. Got a special guest stopping by today too, I believe. Alright guys, so I'm kind of taking the easy road out here because there's just no room underneath there to work. It's hot out. I want to get this thing into the garage, but she won't move. So she is low on fluid. We're going to add some fluid. We'll mess with other stuff later. Alright, let's give her a second. You know, kind of get that fluid that I just put in kind of floating around. We'll see if she's got a, you know, the gears stuff. No gears just yet. We'll let her warm up some more and we'll check the fluid level on it. We're still showing nothing on this, so let's shut her down. So I do believe O'Reilly should be able to handle transmission fluid. I'm going out on a limb there because those are, wow, those people up there are special. So I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna pick us up some more gas, and I'll be back. That's about 2 quarts we put in. It's right there. I think our special guest has arrived. So in the meantime, let's see. Yep, there he is. J to the B. Look at this guy. What are you doing? Well, I just stuck like 3 quarts of transmission fluid in it, and I'm getting ready to try and get it fired up again. Oh yeah, that's good. Be careful all over the place. Oh yeah. Down there. And go. Well, I don't think that's a can. There you get the timing. So it's got. I've got so many vacuum leaks, and I don't think the timing's right either. Oh, half my trigger just came off. Where to go? think I need to go through that carburetor. That's all stuff for when it gets inside the garage. Transmission fluid now. I don't know why everything I have has blow by. Not a fucking drop. Probably. I'm probably just dumping it right on the ground. See leaks? I put a quart in it earlier. Now I went to pick up a gallon. I've already put 2 quarts of that in. Might as well just put the whole thing in. Yeah, it's really out. Cover. You want to buy it? Oh. I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah. I'm running camera. Alright, JB's going to see if we got any gears now. There's no brakes, so don't worry about that.
Let's go backwards first?
Sure. Well, we got a transmission.
It's got reverse. No, you never sit in it. Well, I can't get back out.
So let's adjust that timing a little bit, maybe. I know the timing's way off because...
Honestly, it ain't gonna go very far.
No, it's
with
not.
With one flat tire.
Nah.
You missed a stud.
Yeah. One of these days I'll figure out how to work on a car. I promise you. We do. All right. All right, so that's a success. We have a transmission. Now we just got to nail down all these vacuum leaks. Maybe we can keep it running. What do you think?
Yep. New seat.
Oh yeah, I'm putting the bench seat out of the 63 into that. I'm thinking about doing like they sell a prefabbed 4-point roll cage for it for like $250. And then it'll just be down and dirty, kind of, you know.
Death trap.
Yeah, death trap is exactly what it is. 100%. Want to see something nasty? And he is.
Yeah, I saw the gas too.
It's like, nah. So I think I'm gonna put that fuel cell out of the Willys in it. Oh, there you are. So that's progress. We got a transmission. It's, what do you think the temperature is out here?
It's 105 million.
105 million. It's probably correct. So JB is going to be looking at our wheels for us, because you want to give us Delph's Auto Detailing.
Yeah, read all the detailing.
Yes, he does auto detailing, and he's going to look at shining up these. There's a couple over here that are off the car. I don't think these tires are going to hold air. I was thinking this one might hold a little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah, but
So the other one.
yeah, the other one, you know, I mean, it's in great shape too. And the wonderful folks over at Holly sent me over some stuff. And I got center caps, some Halobrand center caps, but they will not fit with the front hubs. So, yeah.
Cut the hubs off.
Just cut the hubs off? All right, we'll do that. All right, well, I'll catch you guys in a little bit, because I think we've made some progress. Now I'm gonna wait till the sun goes down, come out here and start nailing down some of these vacuum leaks that I got, because they're just insane, and I'm never gonna get it timed right with all these vacuum leaks, and never gonna get the carburetor set right. All right, so JB is trying out some polishing stuff, Farouz stuff that he got. He's just gonna do a little small test area, see if he can even help these rims. I ain't gonna lie, it's quite the difference.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Just for a hand polish. Yeah. Everybody's longer though.
So that's where we're at. Hell yeah. Ooh, look at that. Oh, hey.
Yeah, they need polished.
I think those will clean up good, guys. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe I just got one clean spot. Who knows? He's using that stuff. Alright guys, so we got the garage cleaned out. I don't know what we're calling the new Falcon yet, but we're going to try and bring it in if we can keep it running long enough, that is. I did. I went and got a tire mounted today. It's starting to rain. That's nice, but we got to do some rearranging of cars here. As you can see, we do not have a shot into the garage at this point. So let me get a tire over here on this thing and we'll go from there. So this thing out here, it's decided it doesn't want to run. I mean, I don't know. I think we're having carburetor issues. Probably got tons of vacuum leaks, everything else. That's kind of why I wanted to get it in the garage, because it's cool in there. You know, it's conditioned in the garage, and I could actually work on it. Let me see what I can do. Alright guys, so with the help of some friends, we haven't named this thing yet. What should we name this thing besides hunk of shit? But we got it inside. And now I can work on it because it's a nice conditioned space. Because it is like 560 degrees or something like that outside. But anyway, what I think's going on here is the reason that it's having trouble staying running is that battery is low. Now this new Patronic system I had put in there, it needs to maintain right around 12 volts to continue running. Pretty sure the alternator isn't charging it good enough, so we're probably going to have to replace the alternator. So I'm going to dig some numbers off that. Outside of that, maybe we'll start draining, or I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to get it up off the ground though, because we got no brakes. Probably should have recorded it coming into the garage because that was hilarious. Just like me backing it up. Putting on my gloves that I got from my buddy Justin. It's kind of a running joke we had for a long time about him getting me some gloves. He kept saying he had some. He gave me a whole bag of these things. So I appreciate you, Justin. Oh, the threads are a little crunchy. That's alright. Oh, come on now. Alright, so we do have some Timken style bearings in there. Grease is kind of gross. We'll repack those. That should just pop off now. Guess the brake's locking it in. Dag on it. Well, now I made it worse. And we got a busted off stud there. We're not going to replace that. Look at all the rust just falling. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm sure you can. There we go. Alright. Take a look at the center bearing. Hey, JB, you might want to watch this video so that you can learn how to, you know, you don't have to pay somebody to do your drum brakes next time. Or maybe you can just have Cheyenne do it. What did they do to this car? What? This poor car. I mean, look at this. So these are infamous. These are infamous for these headlight buckets rusting out. Look at this. It's like they just coated it with like. It's like they coated it with like fiberglass or something. You know, because the new buckets for these are like $30. So. Whatever. Alright. I don't mean to hate on anybody that's out there doing stuff. You know, you do what you can with what you got. That's all you can do. But literally, they're $30. So. I'm giving you everything. All the joy you bring. This I swear. Of course. Let's go over to the other side. I can't move. Help. I'm falling. I can't get up. The fender's actually in really good shape, though. That's good. Alright, we want to be really careful. Did we get it to turn? Oh, shit, we got it to turn. Nice. Alright, will you turn the rest of the way for me? I just want to go ahead and take this thing out. I'm sure y'all don't see what I'm doing. Baby, will this deja vu never end? Man, every time I think I got it, it hits a spot. Did I have it this time? Did I work it past the bad threads? Did I? Did I do it? I did it. Alright. So this is our bleeder, and as you can see, it ain't bleeding nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and try and get this rubber line off here. Set that with our parts that we're saving. We'll probably just wind up replacing everything. Hopefully these are okay, the steel lines. But just in case, we'll go ahead and get all that soaking. But I'm just going to try and remove it from the back of the brake for now. So we're going to try. Alright. This is not my favorite thing, guys. Alright, let's get some heat in this situation here. I'd rather not go replacing brake lines if I don't have to. And here's my answer to why they drilled holes in those shocks, because they put Zert fittings in there. So, got that answer. Oh, I think we got her. Look at that. Whew. You just gotta practice a little patience, I guess. I don't know if we can get a wrench back on that now. That's the wrong one. Yeah, we can. Good. I doubt you guys can see anything, but I'm going for that line right there because I think that's the one. Yeah, that's it. That's the one heading right down there. Alright, so I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to spray PB Blaster through this up there. You guys let me know if it comes out down here. All right, you guys ready? Anything? Did it come out? Oh, yeah. All right. So our line's good. That's good to know. So it looks like we're dealing with a bad master cylinder. To be honest, I'm not at all surprised by that. These things are, you know, these little single pots. They sit around, they go bad. It's just the way it is. I think what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to get the rest of these brake lines off. This is right in my face. I'm going to get the rest of these brake lines off. There's no need for y'all to watch all that. That's just kind of silly. But then we'll go ahead and get us a new master cylinder ordered up. And probably brakes. Might as well. Yeah, so. Alright, so we'll come back. Alright, so back real quick. This thing, it's still got all, wait, can you all even see? Okay, so back real quick. This thing here, got it out. She's, I don't know if you can see, but she's shot. It's just not plunging. So we are going to replace this. I'll get a new one on order tonight and see how soon it gets here. Alright guys, so a quick little update on the old Falcon. She is in the garage. It's nice and cool in here, thank God. I could work on it. So anyway, some of the things that I've gone and done that I haven't filmed, I changed out this the vacuum advance on this because the other one, I don't know what did I do with it. I threw it somewhere. So the old one had it was leaking, and you can see somebody tried to repair that leak at one point. So I just got rid of it and just swapped it over. I took this off of the distributor for the other 289 I got. However, one of the bolts broke off. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's okay because when it pulls, it's going to pull that way. It's not going to, you know, you know what I'm saying? It'll be fine is what I'm saying. Don't worry about that. And while I had that out, I popped in some new gauges. So I popped in a new water sending unit here. While I had distributor out, of course, all this water, all the antifreeze just starts dumping right into this hole. So, you know, because I'm an idiot. It's what I do. But take a look at those new gauges. As you can see, we got some halfway decent, you know, AutoZone, whatever, O'Reilly gauges in there. But they look better than those things that were in there. So now I can start to straighten up some of this wiring. So down here, I've had our battery, you know, just cranking along on the, you know, the, what do you call it, the trickle charger? Because she was down, she was low from trying to start her so much. And as you can see, we're at 14.52 volts right now. So we're looking good. Getting this battery charged back up. Get that charged up as well, because why not while we're here. So I do have all the gauges swapped out. The only thing, or hooked up, except for the voltage gauge. I haven't hooked it up yet. I want to dig into this. I want to get rid of some of this wiring that's going on. I also went through here, and I just went through and I kind of capped off some of these vacuum leaks that I know that we have. Now, I do believe that we have, why is that routed that way? That is so dumb. Anyway, but like these little wires, I don't know what they do. So I got to go through and I got to figure out all this stuff. I got speaker wire going over to my choke. So I got to figure that out. It looks like, I don't even know if that's hooked up right, but we'll figure all that out. That's all. What I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is that's going to be all part of, you know, we'll figure, look, here's a strange green wire just hanging out. Here's this. Oh, that's my wire I just ran. Anyway, I got to figure this out. I got to straighten this wiring out is my bottom line to it. Master cylinder did come in. However, I ordered something and I'm waiting on it. and I'll show you guys that here in probably the next clip, because I'm not going to keep you around for this boring section of it. However, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop the oil out of this because I did have all that antifreeze just dumping right down the distributor hole, and it was, you know, that oil, if you remember from the original video, had a lot of gas in it to begin with, and then we probably dumped a lot of gas in it trying to get it started. So I'm going to get that changed, and while I'm at it, I'm not sure if you can see right here on this filter, see all this, well, this fuel pump has a hole in it, and I don't know if that was some kind of vent that somehow is now missing the screw, or some sort of adjustment for, you know, fuel pressure. I don't know what it was, but it's gone, and it's just spraying out. Now I do have, I have this fancy fuel pump, and she's chrome. She's a chrome job, you know, and I definitely want to install this because I want to get home. You know what I mean? So I thought I'd go ahead and bring you guys down in case we get some wild stuff coming out of this oil. You never can tell. I don't want to miss the opportunity here, basically. Because I think that there's a lot of water and gas in this oil, so let's see what happens. Let's see what comes out. It might look fine. Nope. That is, you can see all the antifreeze. That's the antifreeze that dumped in there when I was changing that out. But there is no viscosity left to this oil. Alright, here's time for the money shot, guys. Was that as good for you as it was for me? Alright, so I'm pretty sure I have oil like in my mouth, or whatever that was. I can't even consider that oil at this point. Oh my god. It's time to do it, guys.
Spit on that thing, you get me?
I'll tell you what, we gotta do some fuel line rerouting when this is all said and done here. Dang, look at this thing. We're doing this car all sorts of justice here, guys. See, you can see, I don't know if you can see that. See this hole right here? Drop down in the comments. Tell me what the hell that's about. I mean, was that supposed to be a vent? Maybe it broke? I don't know. Was something missing there? Either way, I just realized we're going to need a gasket. I don't have one, so I'm going to have to order one. So, or at least go pick one up. I would imagine they'll have one up the street. I was going to pick up new fuel line as well from here to there. I'm just going to run rubber hose because it just makes more sense. Alright guys, so it is now Saturday, and this showed up. This is what we like to call the party box, right here. However, what it didn't come with, which I ordered separately, if I can, you know, get out of the wrapper. I ordered some of these on-off toggle switches. So basically, that will be the off position. That would be the on position. And you can just flip that down and close it off. But I'm going to wire this in separately. That way, we're going to have this little switch to activate it. I'm going to try and run this up near the shifter. But I don't want it to accidentally get pressed. So this here is going to cut the power to energize this circuit, which is, you know, it's just a party solenoid. I mean, this is a party in a box right here. This is by MSCR. I don't know, it's got a picture of a little turbo on it, even though this ain't a turbo. So anyway, now I can start hooking the master cylinder and everything back up, and I'll get back to you and I'll show you all this. Alright guys, so I've been out here hustling. We got the disco switch back there. We got new fancy chrome fuel pump thingy. Yeah, that's all happening. New fuel lines ran. Filter, all that's, you know, this stuff. The stuff that makes cars happen a little bit, you know, that's kind of what we got going on here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and top her off with some oil, and I'm gonna call it a night, guys, because I'm getting, you know, I've been out here for a while. Got a lot done though. Had to make some new brake lines. I filled up that master cylinder with some brake fluid, and I wanted to see if it was going to leak. Any of my lines were going to leak, and I made the mistake of pressing the pedal. So when I pressed the pedal, of course, I heard a large, you know, where it just shot, because I didn't have a lid on the master cylinder, so it just shot out. So I don't know. I sprayed it down with brake clean. I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow. Look how nice and thick that oil is, though. That's nice. Yeah, that's that Rizzling I put in there. Also, I didn't get all the Rizzling in here, so I filled up the oil filter with what I had left over. That's probably going to be enough. A little leftover oil. Did some cleaning down underneath with some brake clean and my little scrubby brush. Looks like we got a leak down there, pretty major one. And knowing my luck, it's a rear main seal. Luckily, they do sell rear main seal in a jar now, though. So, you know, we'll try that, worst comes to worst. Still a lot to do on this thing. I was running over some names, but I don't like any of them. What do you guys got? You know, I was going to call it the Mud Falcon, but that got met with a lot of no's. So, I don't know. Black Betty was also another one, you know, because, oh, Black Betty, bam, blam. Black Betty had a child, bam, blam. I don't know the words. Anyway, so throw some names down there if you got any, you know. We're just kind of doing this up, down, and dirty. And, you know, she's gonna be a fun little ripper, hopefully, if I don't blow it up before we get to that point. So, I still got to go through. I got to figure out all this wiring because this is just a mess. I mean, a total freaking mess. I don't like it, and if it's not hooked up or I don't need it, it's coming out. So, anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, next day. So, got held up again. I had to order some parts, some fittings for the brakes. So that didn't quite work out as well as I had planned originally. So we're going to go back here into the trunk area. Oh, where's it at? There we go. So what we need to do is we need to get this fuel tank up out of here. Outside of the fact that it's nasty, you probably, I don't know if it's picking it up, but there's actually somebody had put a screw in here at one point, and then there was some, they put some fiberglass. These people love their fiberglass. They threw some fiberglass over top of it, kind of seal it up a little bit. These tanks are really easy to move. Most of the screws are already missing. Looks like I got one there. I don't know, one there. So, my point is, I'm going to get this thing out and get everything disconnected. And then we're going to figure out how about getting that fuel cell in here. That does not look like good gas. It smells fantastic, by the way. It smells like deck stain. So as you can see, we spilled a little bit here. Let's find out if it'll even burn. A little bit. It'll stain, that's for damn sure. She's pretty dead. Let's dip a rock into this. Let's play Will It Burn? I mean, you know, it's got a little bit of combustionality left in it, right? We'll use it for fires. I'll hold on to it. Use it for when we're doing bonfire stuff. Will it run? Will it burn? I don't know. You tell me. Alright guys, so I want y'all focused right here. I'm going to go up there and I'm going to put some compressed air through this. And, you know, we're looking for obvious stuff. Skittles, twigs, mice, stuff like that, you know, to come shooting out. Hopefully something comes shooting out air-wise. That way we know the line isn't blocked. Alright, you guys ready? Here we go. Well, I can tell stuff came out because it's all over my damn camera now. Fantastic. Daggone. I gotta clean my camera. I'll be back, guys. Did I get y'all cleaned off there enough? Looks pretty clear. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in the editing process. Alright, so here is my fuel cell that I have. If you've been around the channel, you've seen this fuel cell. So, daggone, I dropped. Can I reach it? Man, I blew that shit all over the place. So there was a lot of fuel buildup in that line, which is good that we got it out. Now I'm stepping in it. That's not so good. So this is my fuel cell. I'm planning on just kind of mounting it there. I'm going to get me a bar and run it across here, kind of tack it into place just to hold her level. And then I'm going to have to figure out something for filling this. I could run it like this, but that wouldn't make much sense. So anyway, right now I've got gas all over my floor. If you look up underneath here, you can see there's just hay and shit all built up. What I think I'm going to do, instead of messing with the gas tank right now, and I got to clean this out too. So I think my plan for the moment is to, you know, break the old hose out, you know, and clean some of this crap up. Best I can anyway, so let's do that. Sounds like more fun than welding. Actually getting the welder out is going to be a job right now, so. Real quick though, so this is the filler neck that came out of the Falcon. I think I can just get a thing and put it on there, you know, like a coupler. Put it on there, and I'll be able to use this. That'll be fine. I'm just going to have to clean this really good. So I'll get this soaking at some point here. Alright, this second. Because right now, oh shit, my camera done broke too. I think that gas is just eating it up. Anyway, right now we're going to focus on this mess back here. So one thing is a little disturbing to me, guys. I'll try to back up the footage right here. But I was spraying that off and I kind of noticed a line across the differential there, which makes me wonder if this thing was sitting down in the water. You buy cheap cars, you get junk, you know, it's just the way it is. So yeah, I don't know, let's figure that out. My camera's falling apart. I gotta do some repairs here. Alright, so this is what I came up with for this. I got this piece of, I don't even think it's angle iron. I mean, it's like a 45-degree angle. So I guess that counts as an angle, right? Anyhow. So I think I'm going to cut it right about there. And I'll just slice it right along there. So that way, when I set it in there, it should just fold down. And we'll be able to drill some holes into that. Let's cut this thing. So there we go. So now we will, you know, just kind of, oh, you guys can't even see it. So that's what I mean. We'll set it in there like that. Let's figure out where it needs to sit. That looks crookeder than, you know, well, we're lined up there, so we are crooked here. All right. Whoa, 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 calm down. I need to take a little off this edge here so we can move her. There we go. Much better. So up here we are right on where that other screw was sitting. Oh, which I don't even know what I did with them now. They're gone. They're lost. But back here, so we'll just kind of measure side to side or something. We'll figure it out. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get one of those sticks. All right, guys. So here's the problem. I live in what I like to call a perpetual organized mess. All right, pure chaos, but I know where everything is. All right. However, I got a roommate that likes to clean and organize. You know, they have like ADD or ADHD. I don't know. They got something going on. So those tape things with the numbers on it, I've got like 10 of them and I can't find a single one because they keep taking them upstairs to measure for curtains and stuff like that. Yeah, I got one of those roommates. And yeah, I don't know where it's at now, so we're just going to have to kind of eyeball this. So I'm going to take my pen and use it as a measuring device. That goes right to the K. Which side of the K were we on? Okay. Now, let's go to the middle of that K, and we're probably going to be there. Yep, we're there. I mean, we're close enough anyway. I'm not going to say that we're perfect by any means, but let's go ahead. Let's mark where this goes. Then we'll go ahead and we'll mark where our holes go. Perfect. So, how do I do this now? Do I break out? Do I just nutsert this in? I mean, really, I could. You know, there's no need to weld it. I just don't know. How big is this tank? Like 10 gallons maybe? 8 gallons, 10 gallons, something like that? It's not going to get us very far. I can tell you that much. That much I do know. Drilling and stuff, I don't like it. Let's do it. So anyway, just like that, 3 days later, it's done. Hit her with a little gloss black, let her blend in. I'll have PV blast on that, so I'll give it that patina look maybe, I don't know, whatever. There. Good enough. So now we should be able to slide this into place. Make sure all our holes line up. And they do. Alright, so alright, well I'm going to get to ordering some new drill bits to start. going to order up a pack of 1/4 bolts. Yeah, and we'll go from there. We got to get a fitting for this, a bung fitting for this. Let me show you. See, right now they got this fitting here on there. I need to take that off and just put like a barb fitting on there. So I'll go ahead and I'll pull that off right now, as a matter of fact, but maybe I will anyway. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, it's coming. Almost hand tight. So yeah, what I need to do is I need to measure threads on this piece I had on there and get me a barb fitting. That'll go down to 5/16. That's the size fuel line we're running. Then the fuel tank will be just about wrapped up. I need to get a connector over here, like I was saying. My plan is to just take this and pop it on there, and then I can fill up right there. That'll be good enough. I'm going to get this soaking in something. So, I don't know. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so here's a quick update. I'm working. I got this thing back together, the wheel. The other side we're still working on. I've got my brake set up with the disco solenoid. However, I'm leaking out of here. I can't seem to get this to stop leaking. And I was looking at it, and it's not drilled straight down. It's kind of drilled off to the side a little bit. So I don't know. I may not be able to fix that. I may have to reorder a new one. You know, that's what you get for buying cheap parts off Amazon. But my brake lines are all sorted outside of that. I am still waiting on the rubber hose for the rear. There's one that goes in the center, where it splits off, goes into a T and splits off. That one I believe is collapsed. Had to order one. They didn't have one at the local parts store. Haven't gotten into any of the wiring yet. Haven't really done much of anything outside of mess with these brakes. So I'm going to continue on with the brakes today a little bit. Get the rear tore down, because that new hose should be in tomorrow. It is the 5th of July, so nothing was coming in yesterday. So, yeah, that's it. We'll catch back up. I got so much to do. It's just ridiculous, and it's all kind of boring stuff. So, you know, wiring and brakes and whatnot. And got new tires. They'll be here tomorrow as well. So, and I think JB might be coming out to polish the rims at some point. I'm not sure. So anyway, we'll circle back around. Okay, so we're getting into some non-necessary work, but you know, we're still waiting on that brake line, so I just want people to see these homemade slapper bars and just, you know, tremble in fear. So we're going to use, what do we have? Golden Sunset. Let's see how that works out for us. Alright, we'll let that dry. We're going to give it another coat. But that right there, I think we'll throw a sticker on this, you know, kind of cover some of this crap up. You know, we'll throw a Jag sticker or something that's yellow that matches. I've got plenty of stickers around. Yeah, that's going to strike some fear into the hearts of people. In the meantime, I'm going to get up here and I'm going to clean up this inner fender, give it a coat of paint. You know, you want people to look under here and go, wow, this thing's pretty good, when really it's junk. So we'll come back to all that. I'll show you all that when we're finished. Alright, so here's where we're at. I've gone through this thing and just cleaned up a bunch of the wiring and stuff, except for the wiring that you see hanging out here. I'm still kind of messing with. This is running up to my voltmeter in the car. You know, just been doing a lot. Got the front brakes done, that sort of thing. Still waiting on the hose for the rear brakes. The old Wally World got a hold of me today and said they weren't ready to put my tires on. That they all of a sudden they haven't shown up yet, which tells me that they just don't want to do it, or who knows what's going on. But I filled up my little fuel cell back there. Well, I didn't fill it up, but I put about a gallon of gas in it. I went and picked up this little Mr. Gasket air cleaner. You know that cars nowadays they don't come with round air cleaner. It was cheaper for me to buy an entire air cleaner than it was just to order me a new thing for the ugly one that was already on here. So I've got my gauges hooked up inside, and battery's been sitting on charge. I think this alternator is not doing alternator type stuff, so I might have to pull that back a little bit. Anyway, so I want to fire it up. You know, it's time for a small victory. I've been doing a lot with no win. I obviously, dang on, getting it everywhere. So I changed out that fuel pump. Okay, there we go. So, you know, GoPro and GoPro accessories just aren't what they used to be. So I changed out the fuel pump. I put this nice chromey job on there. It's actually not nice. It's pretty old. It came off the other 289. Hopefully it does fuel pumpy things. So let's crank this bad boy. See if we get anything. Mostly going to be looking right here and make sure we're pumping up through there. I don't even know if she's going to start. Let's find out. Okay, so I backfed that. You can hear it calm down quite a bit, so it should, if I can find the other side of my trigger, she should bust off and run now. Alright, so now she's idling, somewhat she's idling. Let's go check our gauges. So we're showing about 42 pounds of oil pressure, about 13 volts, water temperature still down. I'm good with that oil pressure. Not good with all the popping and banging up here. This thing really needs time. check our, so we're at 13.12. So the alternator is working. I'm gonna let this thing warm up, guys. I'm gonna check that water temperature. I want to make sure it's still working. She's smoking a lot, but that's bound because we've been spraying PV blast and everything all over it. She really does need, you know, the timing stuff done. So listen, I'm sorry we didn't get to do a whole lot in this video, but my SD card, I'm looking at it and it says it's almost full, which means I've got a lot to go through. Next video, we are going to, we've got the disco solenoid and everything to hook up still, and we got new tires coming and we'll take it out for its first trip. Sound good to y'all? I got some patching on the floors to do too, and throw that seat in there and, you know, stuff like that. You know, hot rod shit. Alright? So anyway, thank y'all so much. 64 Sprint. She's chugging. She's doing something. See you guys.